Beast Coast has returned to bring us a new single before they drop the album. This single is called Coast Clear, features literally everyone again, as well as newcomer Issa Gold, because I don't think they were on the first one. However, if I'm wrong, we'll find out. This song is kind of disappointing. Now, sonically, it gets a little interesting towards the beginning because there's this like Erzu, I think, playing, and I thought that was dope. Like the way it sounded like they were about to go in and discuss their own paranoia about being famous, and they do, but it's kind of mentioned almost offhand because most of it is just them talking about drinking, sex, and their success. Now, you may say you can do that in clever ways, and I agree, but it wasn't done here. It's just kind of like everybody talking about the same thing, but not really bringing anything new to the table or flipping it on its head or anything like that. Like, it's just literally mentioned offhand, like, yeah, I don't trust even the people closest to me, and that's about it. I'm gonna go get drunk again. Yeah, just beyond like I said, sonically, there's not really anything here that makes me go, oh my god. Like, nobody had a bar where it was just like, oh my god, they just spit hot fire. Everyone kind of sticks to the same flow, sticks to the same narrative, and doesn't really do anything to deviate from that. As a celebration anthem, it's cool, but the problem is they just came together as a group. So if they're celebrating the group, I feel like maybe as a concluding song on the album is cool, but it still kind of doesn't really feel like they've earned that distinction of being like, yeah, we're a group and we've gone through so many, like, y'all just started. Unless I am completely off base and they didn't just come together in 2019 and somehow I missed it in the last few years, but there's just not that same feeling that a group such as like Brockhampton would garner because they've been around so long and they've dealt with adversity and such things along those lines. This, as a celebration anthem for the group coming together, just feels a little weird and off because we have not seen them develop at all. They just got together, supposedly. So that part just is like, eh. Now, if they're celebrating each other as individuals, that's cool, but I feel like that still could have been done in a more exciting and bombastic format, and it feels kind of almost stiff in a way. Like I said, everyone's flow remains the same, and there's a whole lot of yeah. Like, they don't really deviate too far from that. And so it just makes me glad that Left Hand was the initial single to introduce us to this collective, because if this was the first single, I feel like people would be a little bit underwhelmed. Now, all of these guys have, I'm sure, stans, because anybody like pretty big has stans who will like love anything. I still feel like this could have this would have been really underwhelming. Luckily, Left Hand exists as a sinister, badass introduction to Beast Coast, and Beast Coast using that single and then dropping this feels just kind of disappointing. And overall, there's nothing really captivating about Coast Clear. Does that mean that I'm not excited for the album? No. I expect more Left Hand type of stuff than Coast Clear type of stuff. There's too many like talented guys on this roster that they can't, drop something that's better than this. Unfortunately, it just feels like a misfire, and that's okay. Happens. So I won't be repeating this song, and hopefully the next thing that they drop, probably the album at that point, it'll probably be good. This just feels like a misfire, and yeah. Beast Coast! Well, this guy says, even if the coast is clear, you must always look out for stuff. Like there's a wall. Or my hand is sinking into a fourth dimension. You don't know.